Hey everyone, it's Aaron Floater here, and I am here setting up week 22, which is May 27th through June 2nd of 2019. I started this Inspired By series because I thought it was important for me to help myself get out of my rut by trying out new things. And also, I think it's very important in the bullet journaling community to highlight who you have taken inspiration from for your spreads. I think it's very important to credit people when you are inspired by someone. So I thought that I would combine both of those thoughts into that Inspired By series. So this week's theme is inspired by Craftyenginerd, and I will have that right over here. She is a brilliant bullet journaler. She is very precise with how she does things, so fingers crossed to me that I can even come close to getting as precise as her. And so thank you for inspiring me, because I think that modular looking spread is something that I'm kind of craving. She is an engineer as I am a scientist, so it is kind of similar, I think, how our brains tend to work, at least in my work side of things. So it's very nice and aesthetically pleasing to have so many boxes that are just so similar, and that there's a method to the madness. So I'm very excited to be working on this spread. I'm sorry in advance if my head pokes in at all, because I will be relying heavily on my ruler for this one. So sometimes it's kind of hard to peek over this edge to see. So sorry in advance if that happens, but I will try to make sure it doesn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and see you on the other side. Okay, so that is it. My hand is cramped, but I think the effect was worth it. Maybe. We'll see how my hand still feels after about 5 minutes. I tried to break up the dashes a little bit more because doing this entire page at once, oh, that hurt. But I love how this looks. And one of the reasons why I wanted to recreate this spread was because of this look. It just looks so clean, so neat. Hers is way cleaner than mine is, especially these little dashes. Oh my goodness. But regardless, so I'm gonna have 2 or 3 goals up here, probably one personal, one work goal, but I won't really know until week 21 is right about done or halfway over or something like that, to know what my goal is going to be for this next week. And as I am filming in advance because of moving and all that kind of stuff, I don't really know what that is yet. And then I'm going to have my forecast and temperature up here in this section. On here will be those day concentrated tasks and events and things like that, versus over here where I will just have a general task list. These boxes are pretty small, so I feel like I will probably need a little bit more room some days versus others. So I thought that having this general task area might be helpful just in case I start to run over on a day. I can just go ahead and add it over here. It doesn't really bother me figuring out what day I did what. I like to keep a lot of my work tasks very focused on what day, but usually I can figure it out if I ever need to go back and look at my emails. That's usually how I figure it out. So it's not the end of the world if I don't have the task on the weekday. But regardless, oh, and actually, Monday is a holiday and there is a wedding on that day. So I'm going to go ahead and letter that in. Okay. So there's a wedding on that day because it is Memorial Day. So I blocked off a bunch of that time because that is one of the only things that's going to be happening that day. It's over in Jersey, so it's going to take a while to get there, especially because it's a holiday. I imagine traffic there is not going to be fun. New York City for you, and Jersey to be fair. And then, so that is my plan for those. And then I decided to add a time tracker because Craftyenginerd also did a time tracker. And I actually used to do time trackers a lot, and I have given them up as of late. And I do miss doing habit trackers. So I decided to use these mild liners. They're not the exact color of my theme, but they're all blue and gold, well, blue and yellow. So I figured it's not that big of a deal. So I broke it up into sleep, work, meeting / event, and then yellow for fun because I don't think I've been getting enough fun lately. I mean, the honeymoon and wedding was great, but it was also kind of stressful. Well, the wedding part, not so much, well, up to the wedding, whatever. The beginning part of May was very stressful. So I thought that adding that little fun in to make sure that I get those pops of yellow would be nice. And then I'm going to try to figure out, I don't know which habits I want to track. I have a general idea, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm going to go ahead and leave those blank. It's probably just going to be ones that I have done on previous weeklies. Probably very similar to this, probably very similar to this last week that I set up. So, you know, and then I am going to do a little design in there. I see my future in the stars. I thought that would be a nice quote. And then on my mind, just something general, like something big in the world or something that has been on my mind lately or something that is on my mind to do for next week. I just wanted to add that section in down here just so I have a place to kind of let my mind run wild, whether it be a quote or a event or something that I'm excited about or blah, blah, blah. So I have that space left open just for a brain dump kind of area. And so that is it for this setup. It was a long setup. My hand is still sore, but that's what you get for having a beautiful spread like this. So I will have the link down below for Craftyenginerd's Instagram account. So go check her out. She's amazing. I'm excited about this spread. I'm excited about all these hashes, regardless of if they hurt my hand or not. I think it is a great look. So I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that kind of jazz, and I will see you on Friday. Bye, everyone.